Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'll be talking on the 4 functions of behavior, namely escape, attention, tangible, and sensory. You can acronym this as SEATs or EATs. Knowing the functions of behavior will help you identify and understand the desired and undesired behavior in your child. So on this episode, I'll be talking on one of the functions of behavior, which is escape. Escape simply means that a person engages in a behavior to hand or avoid something that they do not like. I'm sure you're familiar with what I'm saying. For example, if your child is not interested in completing a puzzle activity with you, your child may run away from that activity. That is an escape behavior. What are the things that you can do so that your child do not escape when you try to initiate an activity? Number 1, engage your child in activities that he or she is interested in. You don't want to be the one, to initiate an activity, most especially if you notice that your child escapes a lot. So you want your child to initiate what they would like to do. If your child does not like what you do or what you want them to do, they will simply walk away from that area. Number 2, use behavior momentum. So behavior momentum is when you allow your child to complete an easy task before presenting them with a difficult task. Number 3, adjust activity time. Be flexible. For example, if you set out that, okay, maybe I'm going to be working with my child for 20 minutes and you see that the way the session is going is not really going well or they are losing interest, you want to reduce the time. You want to adjust the time and be flexible with them. That way, they will be able to complete that activity in a short period. Number 4, give simple command that you can prompt. Give simple and straightforward commands. For example, use 2 or 3 words that are easy to grasp and understand for your child. You don't want to use complex sentences for them. That way, when you use simple words, they understand what you were saying. Number 5, set up routines. You can use first this, then that. Now, first this, then that is simply grandma's law. Grandma's law is when you tell your child, first do this, and then you get that. For example, first complete the puzzle activity, and then you get an ice cream. Number 6, pair that area with eye reinforcement. Let's say you have an area where you work with your child, maybe a small room where you engage them and then have a session together. You want to pair that place with a eye reinforcement. You want them to know that when they go into that small room where they play, there is something waiting for them at the end of that activity. That way, when you ask your child to go with you to that room, they will follow you immediately. Why? Because they have paired that area with a high reinforcement. Kids don't want to go to places where there's no reinforcement, right? So that is why you're going to have that area as a place where they get rewarded. So we're going to move on to the strategies to address escape and avoidance behavior. Number 1, as a parent, you continue to repeat demand. Do not eliminate the task. Now, when you have your child say, maybe for example, they don't want to do anything, you don't want to give up. You want to repeat the demand so that they understand that this is what I want you to do. Because if you try to eliminate the task, your child will continue to do that. Another strategy to address escape and avoidance behavior is not allow your child to have access to the reinforcer until your child complies. Now, you want to keep that reinforcement in your hands, very close to you, until they comply to the instruction. Remember the grandma's law that I shared before with you? It is first do this, then you get that. Do not allow access to the reinforcement until your child complies to the instruction. For older toddlers, you can teach them signs or gestures or functional words to refuse the activity. For those that do not have words, you can have them or model to them to gently and politely move the activity away. But for those who are able to communicate, you want to teach them to politely say, no, thank you. And then you know that they will come back to that activity later on. And lastly, don't run after your child because that reinforces undesired behaviors. Let's think about it. When you start running after your child, then they'll feel like it's a fun game. I hope this was helpful to you. Please reach out if you have any questions, any concern at all. Also, I will encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video where I will continue with the other functions of behavior. Have a good day. Bye.